Welcome to Manifest Unfiltered. In this episode, we have again 4 topics for you. The topics are timeline shifting. We repeatedly always see people talking about like jumping timelines and then your instant new identity, instant manifestation. So we just want to talk about that and the energy behind that. And you might be surprised at what we're saying about it. The second thing is talking, it kind of flows into the new identity when you're trying to manifest things and stepping into that new identity. Number three is honestly, we're talking, I'm going to surprise Crystal. And I'm going to share what we're manifesting. I did something last night. I haven't told Crystal yet. So I'm excited to share that. And then number four, we're going to talk about like, because tonight we're recording on the full moon of June 29th, the strawberry full moon. So we're going to talk about like full moon and versus new moon and like energetic rituals. So those are our 4 topics. So I'm Randy. I'm a spiritual teacher and
I'm Crystal, and I'm a medium and a spiritual teacher as well.
and honestly, all we do is work with our energy. We live and practice this every day to manifest and change our life. And that's what we do and teach people. So that is that. We mainly work with our Amrita manifesting chakra, which is pretty cool. Okay. You wanted to talk about timeline shifting. What's the thing that's driving you nuts?
Okay, so what? Honestly, these have just been coming up in my feeds. Like, if I scroll TikTok at night, and this is what I'm seeing, and it's just like the illusion. And this is for people
Mhm.
who are struggling, and I think it's a trap, and I think it's a marketing trap.
Okay.
For people who are struggling, and they just want that lifeline, that you're sinking and somebody throws you the buoy, the life ring off the boat. And it's that idea when you're manifesting or when you're struggling that all you have to do is just jump a timeline into a different reality and then your life will be
Yeah.
better or perfect. Because what
Yes.
timeline shifting, or what the principle behind it is, right? Like, if you make a decision here, and then an alternative you kind of lives out the opposite decision until it either grows or fizzles or dies out or whatever. And that's so this idea that you can shift into a different reality or a different timeline is kind of bullshit, because there's a different you in a different timeline or a different reality. It's not like you can be like, move over, bitch, I'm jumping in. Like, how do you do that? Like, I mean, like, think about it. Like, like you're just kicking yourself out, like, go fuck yourself. Like, no, you know, you go struggle for a while. I fucking want in. Like, it doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
And when you honestly, all a timeline shift is a different decision in this reality. And
Yes.
so I feel my heart just kind of goes out for people who are struggling and they just think that that is a quick, easy fix. Like, I'm just going to jump realities. Like, if you jumped reality, would you leave this reality? Like, would you just wake up one day and your husband and kids would be like, do we put her name on a milk carton? Is she coming back? Like, what's happening?
Yeah. Yeah. I do. Yeah. You see that a lot. And then jumping into the 5D and living in the 5D and doing this. And it's like, huh? It's very
Yeah.
confusing. Like, and I get it because if you are struggling, like I'm just going back to like when I was feeling the struggle and feeling that, I would be open to hearing anything and
Yeah.
trying things just to get out of the moment that I'm in. So, um,
And
yeah,
they make
it's
it sound so
bizarre.
easy. Like,
Yeah, it
they do
does.
make
Just
it sound
jump.
so easy. Yeah, just sign up for this. Come here and we'll just jump. And it's like, all that is you making a different decision here today. The minute you make a different decision, and you do it every day, like, your timeline shifts, your reality shifts with every single fucking decision you make. So don't fall prey for that.
Yeah, it's just a gradual, like it's gradual and you shift. You make a decision, you shift. You make a decision, you shift. You're not going from here all the way over to here. Like you're
Mhm.
not going from A to B in 2 seconds. You
Yeah.
physically, mentally, nervous system wise, you cannot. Like, you just can't. Like, have you
No.
ever, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, go.
Oh, I was just gonna say the 5D thing. That's
Yeah.
like people thinking like, because the fifth dimension, and we teach that, like, because that's where you manifest, like, sometimes the easiest is from that fifth dimension and raising your vibration to get there. So those
Yeah.
people that are 5D living, all they're doing is living in a constant state of high vibration.
Which in and
But they
turns
make it sound like
into.
you're shifting a reality and that everything, nothing bad will happen to you, and that everything is rosy from the 5D living, and that you're not part of, like, you've totally shifted out of everything lower or negative. And they make it sound like the promised land, and this perfect ideal bubble. But if you have a life contract, a soul contract, life's gonna fucking hit you, whether you are living 5D or you are like in this 3D reality. Because we live in a 3D reality.
Yeah.
Our banking is 3D, our bill paying is 3D. Like all of that is what we need to do to survive. So to go and live in a fifth dimension with your vibrations so high that it's not sustainable,
Oh, and
in my
share, like,
opinion.
what happens when you freaking are trying to be that high all the time?
Okay, well, I think that when you are that high for that long in a fifth dimension, I think that you become isolated because nobody else, you can't vibrate around other people, and other people cannot vibrate around you. Anything lower or negative just grates on your nerves, and you cannot, so therefore, like, you can't function in society. You will struggle to go to the grocery store, you will struggle to have conversations, you will not be able to, even so much as walk down the street. Like, and then
Yeah.
are you really living, like, are you
No.
doing what you came here to do?
No. Like, have you I've experienced that. Have you experienced that? I'm assuming you have.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and
And
it's
so
just
then
like
I think, oh sorry, you
but you
avoid conflict.
and you hate people, kind of.
Yeah.
Like, in that sense, because it is like, "Ugh."
Everything lowers your vibration, and it's so much work to keep that maintained. And that's the
Yeah.
other thing. That takes hours a day. Like,
Yeah.
just to think that you can raise it in 10 minutes and be a 5D living and, then run your kids to school or pay bills or run a business, I think you're extremely delusional. And you're probably preaching something that you're not actually doing.
And you burn out, you crash. Your
Yeah.
body, mentally, physically, again, holistically, you cannot sustain that. It's just
No,
no,
like,
you
even from a
can't.
medium's perspective, like, we raise our vibrations so high to
Connect.
connect to the other side, and it feels like you've ran a frickin' marathon. Like, the amount of energy that comes through you
Mhm.
is crazy, and so to sustain that every single day, day after day after day, you will burn out. It is like a cord that is going to catch fire.
Yeah. Yeah, at
The
both
energy
ends.
has to be able to go somewhere, and it can't just stay in your body. It has to come through you, out you, and if you don't know how to do that, you will get sick.
Yeah. Yeah. I like how you did mention, like, it's just a marketing strategy in a sense, like, because that's sad,
Oh,
because
yeah.
and, like, this is again, I always share this is why Chris and I started this, like, podcast and this business because, like, we're, like, so sick and tired of what everyone is sharing out there, and it's we don't want people to do things that don't work, like,
Yeah.
right? And then you're gonna stick in that survival mode that, when you are struggling, you're gonna stay there longer because you're trying all this stupid shit or believe like, because I get it because you're kind of in a desperate phase sometimes, like, you are struggling, the struggles are real,
It's just
and
like
you're willing to
stacking
put
on yourself is all you're doing,
yeah,
and you're just life ring after life ring after life ring.
yeah,
And yeah, not when you're struggling. You can't do that stuff. It is too difficult on your system already, and it's asking too much of yourself. That's my opinion. I think there's simpler things that you can do to help yourself, and it's like baby steps, one step in front of the other, by connecting to yourself, connecting to your guides that naturally will do that for you without you having to, you know, do all that crazy stuff.
yeah. Yeah.
I mean, if your like life is perfect and you're kind of bored right now and you want to play around with energy and you want to raise your vibration to that and see how long you can, you know, I'm like, knock yourself out. It's fucking fun. Like,
Especially after when Crystal and I are physically together in the same space. Oh my god, our energy is like we're vibing high, and we feel so good after for like a week or two after seeing each other because we're just playing and having fun and cleaning, and we work on each other lots, and like because sometimes when we're doing energy work, I can't see everything on me and she can't see everything on her, like energetically. And so we can go in and clean things up. So we're just like, whoo, whoo. But then life kicks in after 2 weeks, you're back to the routine, back to the things. So yeah, you got to continuously work on it and
it's kind of
take
like
those
going to
baby
one of those
steps.
spiritual retreats. Like, you
Yes.
go for a weekend or you go for a day and you come home and you're just
Yeah.
vibing so
Uh,
high and life is good. And then, reality kind of slowly catches up and brings your vibration just down, 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 down. And
yes.
it
It's
feels
even
so good. You want to be like that forever, but it's not sustainable.
no, the only other way, like, so your vibration doesn't go too low is making those micro changes, like little baby steps, what Crystal is saying. But even around your environment, like in your home setting, is there little different choices or things that you can set up to help keep you doing things that are healthier, helping you make those better choices towards yourself? Am I making sense?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
clutter. That is a huge one.
Clutter or like setting a new little routine, like trying something new that makes, that helps keeps you there, not high, but like keeps you at a nice vibration, a nice frequency. Because I
Even
know like,
sage.
yeah, like cleaning your house like energetically, setting up your environment to help you become like, I guess more not successful, but just easier, you know?
Well, I think when you take the noise out, and so like clutter is noise. It's like
Yeah.
physical, like you see it, it
A lot of
weighs on your
energy.
mind and constantly.
Yeah.
And I think the same is like when you don't sage. Like funny enough, before sage, I used to paint my house every spring and fall just because,
The energy
that
needs
was
to
my
change
way
it.
of cleaning. Yeah, without.
Yeah.
But so then if you sage, like you're energetically cleaning and allowing those things out. And same as having some crystals set up in your home, right? Like it adds to that. And when those things are gone, then you're more able to hear yourself, connect to yourself. Your system just calms and your vibration will naturally raise just a little bit and a little bit and a little bit.
Yeah. Like for an example, I would guess I was trying to say is that like I try to have a space in my home for me
Mm, yeah.
that, is clean. I clean it every time and I can sit there, I can meditate, I connect, I can even just do like a yoga nidra meditation if I'm not connecting, I just want to relax my nervous system. Like just having that like a setup for you to go so you can just calm and relax and connect is like huge because if you don't have that, you're not going to do it.
Yeah.
And you're gonna be distracted and you're gonna all the things. So if you are struggling, just try to make some space for yourself and then just start breathing, breath work, meditating, connecting to your team. Yeah. Cause like I'm thinking like even my mom's like, can you come stage my house? It's been a long time. And it's pretty heavy in there. Like it is heavy. Cause
And
she
your
can't
mom's.
yeah, because she can't carry like my mom has an injury, so she can't like walk down the steps and carry the sage and herself. So I'm like, yeah, I'll come over and do that. But we're waiting for a nice day to do it because it's, to open up windows because it's been raining so much. But yeah, it's just like cleaning it. She feels that and she feels the heaviness and she feels scattered and she just feels off. So just noticing that stuff. But she was worse. She moved every 5 years. You at least painted. I guess you
Hey,
moved
you know
less
what?
too,
I
actually.
moved
You
too
two are
though.
bad.
I did move, yeah.
You
And the
two
only thing
moved
that makes
so
me
much.
feel not bad about moving every 5 years or 3 years or whatever was when I talked to her and she said she moved more than me. We counted one night together. And I was like, yeah, that's where I get it from.
Yeah, instead of painting and just redecorating, it's like, "Oh, let's just build a house. Let's just move here." I'm like, "Oh my gosh." Like, I never had, like I don't have a high school like, a home. Like,
Like Grandpa
a lot of
George called us gypsies.
yes. Yes. Hey, little
Yeah.
gypsies. But, yeah, so just paying attention to that, not believing everything you see and hear online. Like, if it's quick and easy, 9 times out of 10, it's bullshit.
especially if you are struggling.
Yeah.
Like, if you are vibrational, and that's where law of attraction comes in, because you're going to manifest whatever you're a vibrational match for really fucking quick and easy. Like, you can almost instantly, because you're already a vibrational match for it. So if you're high vibing and you want to, I'll use that, if you want to buy a Toyota Corolla and you already have one, like that'll be freaking easy for you,
Yeah.
you're a vibrational match for that. If you want to jump up into the Land Rover, that might be a little difficult. Or if you want to manifest a partner, you can manifest the same asshole you kicked out like the week before. Easy fucking peasy. That's what you're a vibrational match for. Fingers crossed, he's not that big a loser, but pretty close. But, if you want to manifest better, you may have to do some internal work, raise your energy, change your energy and your vibration in order to do that. And that does not happen overnight.
So that reminds me, Crystal and I, we got that freebie done. We talked about it on a couple of other podcasts. That freebie is an energy session where it takes you to uncover your number one manifesting block. Like what is preventing you from changing your energy, from manifesting that certain thing, from moving forward. So the link is in the description. It's honestly, it's awesome. And I
Okay,
we
so
did
we
it, we
don't.
did it with you. Huh?
Yeah, we help you uncover the block, but then we help you
Move through it.
how to go through it. So it's not like, here's your block, have a nice day. It's like, this is
Yeah.
what we can do. This is how you help yourself to get through it.
So if you are struggling now, even if you're not struggling, it's a cool thing to check out. It's a wonderful energetic session. You're gonna feel that that Crystal and I were talking about earlier after we spend so much time together. It just feels good. You get to connect with yourself more, your energy. You learn what that energy feels like, what an energy session looks like. It's kind of cool.
Yep.
So link is in the description. Definitely check it out. Yeah, so kind of like the timeline shift segues into topic number two, like your identity shift. Because when people say, like, oh, I can just jump here and oh, I'm a new version of myself, I'm a new Randy. Like that does not happen like that. It is gradual changes. Your energy has to shift and adjust. And like Crystal says, you make a new decision, you do a new thing, your energy shifts and adjusts. Like you're slowly becoming the version of you that you want, the manifestations that you want. It's just not like all of a sudden I'm a new version of myself. I'm still me. Like, you know, that new identity thing. Everyone just says you can just swap, like exactly like the timeline thing, you know?
I think like
You're still
sometimes
here.
yeah. I think there are certain circumstances where it's instantaneously, but no. Unless you've experienced a death, I don't think that it's ever instantly.
No, because like I'll take Crystal and I for an example. Crystal and I were not online entrepreneurs. You were entrepreneur yourself in a different origin. I was an entrepreneur myself with Darren. Like we both worked our husbands, right? You and I working together, you and I starting an online business and programs to work with people with our energy. That wasn't us, you know? Like we
Yeah.
had to build with that. We had to create this new identity. Do you think it felt so awkward and weird showing up online together and doing this? Like it's not like, oh my God, I'm just now I'm an entrepreneur. I'm an entrepreneur and I have like this successful business. Like, no, like
Remember when we first talked about it? I said you could be the face, you could go online, and I'll just like hide in the shadows. I didn't want to be online at
I was
all.
like, fuck that. Bullshit. I have no way. But like, think about how much we've grown since we started this. Like, it wasn't instantly. Like, look how many times we recorded things, and look how much we've
Uh,
changed our courses, and we've learned, and we're growing and expanding, and learning behind the scenes that you guys don't see, the tech side of things and all the stuff. Like, it's taken. We've been doing this for 3.5 years, almost
yeah,
4. Almost 4 years, and, like, we are different people than we were 4 years ago, but the full version that Crystal and I see, and, like, we wanna manifest that, I guess I wanna say, we're not quite there yet, but we're building up to that.
yep,
So it's not instantly because, like, if I got asked to do some crazy thing right now for the business and we've never done it before, it's gonna feel weird, foreign, uncomfortable, exciting, like now we're getting used to being online and doing that stuff, so it's, like, easier for us.
It was like,
Yeah.
especially for me to shift out of mom mode and always in mom mode, like, and
Mhm.
dropping everything the minute my kids called to saying, "Hey, wait, could you wait an hour? Randy and I are gonna record." Like, that was a
Yeah.
huge, huge thing for me to shift in my life,
Yeah.
to make room for Amria in my life. Like, to go from dream to allowing her to have space, you know,
Yes.
and the space for us to work and having the value, as important as anything else.
Yeah.
It didn't happen overnight.
No. And don't get us wrong, sometimes we get, what would you say, frustrated
Yeah.
or in our heads. Sometimes we doubt things too. And like you guys, this is what we do. Like, but we're human. And we do have those moments and like, okay, I don't
Well,
know
that's where you
what
have
we're
to
doing.
have like a skill set, right, to fall back on or
Yes.
things that you have a go-to. So when you catch yourself, you can go, all right, this, and you implement those things in your life.
Yes. That
Like I
goes back to the,
instantly kind of go sage first,
yeah.
sit quietly and I do my visualization to raise my vibration and just kind of shut out the noise. Like you do your yoga nidra to
Yeah, like
quiet everything in your world.
yeah, so that's like what I was talking about earlier about your environment and setting my space. So I'll go in there, I'll do some yoga, or I'll just sit and down and meditate, or I'll go in nature. Like I need to walk, like a hike or a walk, and then come do that. Like I need to get out of my head and be in a calm environment. So,
So then if you do that, if you have just a space in your home, like, if you, and I mean, this is just, I'm asking a question, but if you have just a space to go, like you go into your office or your
mhm,
space and you do your thing, then the minute you walk out of your space, does the rest of it not hit you like a motherfucker again?
not all the time. No, no, not all the time. Because like I'm more connected, I'm more grounded. Like the stuff is still there, obviously, but my perspective changed. I
Mm.
look at things differently. I can handle things differently. And then I know what's truth, what's not truth. I don't always base everything by my emotions, where if I'm not connected, I base all my life decisions on my emotions, which emotions are temporary, like,
Yeah.
so I can handle it differently. Yes, the same shit is there, but it's different. As when I'm not connected, oh my gosh, it's like not theatrical, but like it feels shitty. It feels worse than it actually is, you
Yeah.
know? If that, yeah. So, yeah. Well, I was gonna ask you too, though, have you, because you had quite, when people are doing a new identity and becoming a new version of themselves and the manifestations they want to receive, because every time you receive a manifestation, you do change a little bit, right?
Oh, yeah. Because
Like
it's
your
just like,
identity changes.
yes,
Yeah.
like I did this, I can do this. And your confidence goes up and you're
Yeah.
just like, yes, like, and yeah, it shifts something in you. And then it's just like, this is real. I can do this. There's that connection piece that comes in that little bit stronger, just that nail just goes a little bit deeper and you're like, got it.
Yeah. So for the people who are trying to do like fast, quick identity upgrade, I guess how you want to call it, the newer version of yourself, like I feel like you have a time to grieve for yourself. So the
You
like
do.
because like I I still have old version myself and I have the new version, like the future version I can see and feel and connect with, but I'm like kind of sometimes in that middle mode and then I go up a little bit and then that's my new middle mode, or sometimes like I catch myself jumping back
Well,
to
so
like
two
the
steps
old
forward,
Randy.
one step back, two
Yes.
steps forward, one step back. Like, and I think that's just part of life.
Yeah.
You're always going to do that until you reach a point where you're so far past, like,
Ahead. Yeah.
you're never, okay, well, okay, think about you in your 20s. You're never going to go back. Like, your energy can't go back. You're not going to go back to those patterns. You're not going to go back to those beliefs. You've gone so far ahead that you're
Mhm.
never going to come back.
Yeah.
But that was a gradual process of you evolving and shifting into who you are.
Yes, and like 30s Randy is different than 40s Randy, but 40s Randy is still kind of connected to the 30s. Like, yeah, I'm in that middle zone now where I'm trying to
But you're not
yeah,
very far into your 40s.
no,
Yeah.
no. So that's how I see it. I feel like you're grieving your old identity, and the new one is kind of becoming like it's foreign, it's different, it's uncomfortable because it's new. But when you're doing that and you hear and you talk to people, Crystal, who instantly shifted their identity. Like, some people walk up the next day, they put on a new suit and they're going to do this new thing and this is who they are now. That instant mode, what do you feel like that does to people?
I think that you could fake it in the moment. Like you
Yeah.
could put on the business suit, you can walk through that door and you can interview and you can just claim that job. And but then I think the minute you come home, I think your
Mhm.
insecurities will set in, because you haven't done the work. You'll be like, "Oh my God, what have I done? Can I do this?" That
Yeah, that's more than you can chew.
yeah.
No, is that what you're trying to say? Yeah.
The what?
Is that what you're trying to say?
The which one? What'd you say?
You bit off more than you can chew.
Yeah, or oh, what is that? Where you feel fake. Like
Imposter syndrome.
yes, that's the one. And then
Yeah.
I think you feel some of that. And I think that you do. You will fight and you will have some internal battles that you have to deal with. I think anybody can put on a disguise and
Mhm.
fake it for an hour or two, or, maybe a day, maybe a week. But unless your patterns and your behaviors and some of that old energy is cleaned up, some cords cut, different decisions, yeah, you will fall back into.
You'll self-sabotage.
Yeah, and I think that honestly, the easiest way that that does not happen is by having that connection to your guides and asking them, like, that checking in with yourself every single day and checking in with them. And then honoring that information though and following that. And every day your energy shifts a little bit and a little bit. Like, yeah, like when I quit smoking, that was brutal. That was a massive identity crisis for me.
And that was
And I
fast. You just cold turkey.
I decided on Wednesday, and I was okay. I was like almost a pack a day smoker. I decided on Wednesday, I counted out how many cigarettes I had, and I thought I would kind of wean myself. And then Friday morning, I was cold turkey. And I hurry up. I was just like in my mind, it was like, hurry up and do it before you get cold feet. And then that first day was just brutal. Like, um, I was just kind of like in shock. And
Mhm.
I meditated almost for 3 days straight, basically, was how I survived it.
Yeah.
I drank lots of tea. I meditated, and I ate gross diabetic candies when I had a nicotine craving because I thought that I could reprogram my brain, right? Like, if it wanted a
Yeah,
craving,
yeah,
give it something I absolutely hated.
yeah.
And I had like jalapenos waiting, in case because I don't like those. And yeah, and but then after that, but I didn't realize how much of my world revolved around smoking. Like,
Right? Yeah,
yeah, like, if I'd go here, I'd have to plan to have a cigarette. Like, I got to plan to have a cigarette here and there and all of my time because I had 3 kids. So I couldn't just be like smoking wherever.
yeah.
I had to be like, and I was a little bit of a closet smoker. So I had to really carefully plan where I could sneak in a pack of cigarettes a day. It took a lot of ninja skills.
Energy. But, like, could you imagine if you didn't take those 3 days to just meditate, drink tea, and know, like, the people that do that quick shift and not take that time, you would have started smoking again.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, Yeah.
But then the real work came like, so it wasn't like the addiction part of it, like that kind of really went away. But it was the identity crisis. Like,
Yes.
when you'd have people over and it'd be like, "Let's go out for a smoke." Was like, "I don't smoke
Habitual
anymore."
too, right? Like, it's just both combined. Yeah. Yeah, it's tough.
I think that was honestly one of my hugest identity shifts. I didn't realize how much I identified as a smoker until I wasn't.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. 'Cause I guess, like, right now or, like, back in the things yeah, that's impressive because, like, right now I'm trying to switch my identity to, like we talk about my love for wine, right? Like, that I'm trying to shift that new identity, but it's hard because, like, I'm Randy, I love wine, I have wine with supper, is it like, but it's hard to shift that identity because I'm just a person who drinks. Like that's who I am, you know?
But it's also different for you right now because you are starting perimenopause, and then those
Yes.
feel good hormones go away,
I know. So
and the
I
wine
want
makes you
to.
feel good. So then it
I
plays in
know.
your head in a different way, right?
You guys, I just found this out. So I was at the doctor and the pharmacist, and like, because I'm like, I want to drink more all the time. Like, I don't like, I just want alcohol. Like, I think about it. I'm like, oh my God, do I have a fucking issue? Like, I'm kind of nervous here. And like, I haven't bought wine in a long time because if it's in the house, I will just, I will have it. And I could easily just do it every day because I was like, what is happening? Like, why am I craving alcohol so much? And I was thinking, okay, it's crystal night. I'm getting more into energy and maybe I'm trying to mask and hide things again like I did in my 20s, right? And 30s. That's kind of why I started drinking was to like numb that energetic spiritual world out. So I'm like, oh, maybe that's why. And then the doctor and the pharmacist was like, it's because you're in perimenopause. They're like, you're not depressed, but you're not happy, correct? I'm like, yeah, sometimes, yeah. They're like, well, your joy is gone, your things are gone. And when women in perimenopause have like even one or two drinks, the old versions of themselves come back where they feel that joy again and things that they used to feel joy in and da 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 da. Da. I was like, oh my fucking God, thank God. Because I was like having problems. And then next, all I see is all these other women saying the same thing. Like, all I want to do is have drinks. Like, it's crazy. I'm like, that should be a warning label when you're in perimenopause. Be aware. Like it just because it messed with my head. Like, how many times did I come to you like, Crystal, I don't know what's wrong with me.
Well, most women don't
I'm
even know they're
getting
in
nervous.
menopause, though. That's part of the problem.
Yeah, but I wasn't thinking about that though, right? I wasn't connecting the dots until I'm like, oh, that does make sense. So yes, I'm trying to shift out of that, but it's a struggle right now. So because my body wants it and my mind wants it, but I don't because I want to, be a different version of myself.
Yeah, I don't think that you can be I don't think anybody really could be a different version of themselves overnight. Unless,
No.
honestly, like, I hate to say this, but, like, unless you're the person that has lost a child, lost a spouse, like, your identity changes instantly.
Yes. Those
And that gives
unfortunate
you a whole
things.
different problems that you now have to cope with. Um, your identity changes, you're now a widow, and
Yeah.
that's instantaneously, and you don't have any control over that.
Yeah.
I think that's a very different scenario. But just to say, I'm a successful bitch today and I'm putting on my big girl panties and I'm rocking the world. You're probably going to come home at 8 hours later
Cry.
exhausted.
I cry in a fetal position while you're drinking your wine.
It's normal. So don't let anybody feel like, let you feel
Yeah.
like that is not normal. If you are
I'm
struggling, that is going to feel very foreign and you are going to burn out.
Yeah. So just be
And
aware of
it's,
that.
yeah,
And give yourself some grace. Like we're like, life can feel ugh sometimes.
I think
Especially when
that's
you're
part
going
of
through
the
the
problem.
transition.
Yeah,
Hmm?
you have so much expectations, right? Like, you've seen all these
Yes.
boss bitches on TikTok rock it,
Yeah.
and, now you're going to go out there and try it yourself, and you're going to come home exhausted and go, "Fuck, is it even worth it?"
Yeah.
Yes, it is, just so you know. It is worth it. You will get there. Just don't expect miracles in one day.
Yeah. That's why, like, I always like following Cody Sanchez because she talks about that all the time. Like, it took her 10 years. And she's like, do you know how many epic fucking fails I've had? She's like, everyone just looks at me and it's like, oh, you're so. She's like, it wasn't overnight. She's like, yeah, one day my whole life changed because she had a huge opportunity. But she took 10 years to, like, make her who she is now. This identity of her now, it took her 10 years. It took her 10 years to change her patterns, her beliefs, to go to the gym, even. She said that was a huge part of it, being healthier and like, it was a whole process. It wasn't
Yeah.
just like boom, like 10 years. So again, it might not take you 10 years to become the version that you can see and want to be, but just knowing it doesn't happen instantly.
I think a
Small
lot of
making
people, when you're
choices.
struggling too, you grasp so many things at once, trying to make something stick, something land. And it's a lot of energy where if you just pick one thing,
Yes.
and it's
Yeah.
okay if it doesn't feel natural and it's not working for you, it's okay to drop it. You don't have to keep going. But I
Yeah.
think that internal dialogue and the dialogue with your guides on the other side will help you determine, once you have that connection to your higher self, if it's going to stick or not stick.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's a process. Don't be hard on yourself. Don't be hard on yourself because I was getting hard on myself, and that didn't start to feel good, and then my energy was tanking, and my vibration was going down, and it's like whoa, and then also it's like shame and guilt and all these things that's like not necessary. Are you ready to talk about the next topic?
Yeah, yeah. Bring
Okay.
it.
Do you want to share? Okay, so we're going to share like currently what we're manifesting and working on. Um, so yeah, last night I'm so excited. Darren and I officially booked Thailand and then the Philippines.
I want to go to the Philippines.
January. Why don't you want to go to Thai Thai?
Oh, well, I do too. Um, okay, so this is funny, but when you said that they have vegetables for breakfast, I was like, I don't want vegetables for breakfast.
No, I mean that's the Philippines too. A traditional Filipino, traditional Thai breakfast is rice and veggies, and then your choice of egg or. I
I
mean,
don't want lunch for breakfast.
but that's Southeast. That's Asia.
So then what do they have for lunch?
Same thing.
What's for dinner?
Same thing. Curries. No, I mean there's such a wide right. Like the Philippines food is not like Thailand. Thailand's food is like the bomb. Like you'll never get any better food than Thailand. So everyone that says that goes to the Philippines, the food's not the best. Like it's okay, but it's not like you're not going to be wowed.
I love the pictures I've seen of the Philippines and Thailand both. Like to me, I would do either or in a heartbeat.
Yeah. So I'm inviting you if you want to come. But we're like only doing 2 islands. And we're going to like, yeah, get a scooter and just explore those 2 islands. So when I
Okay.
was working in mental health, a lot of my coworkers were from the Philippines. And they're like, oh, so I remember like sitting, this is like 2012, 2013. And I just like, I remember seeing this computer screen of this place. It's called Palawan. That's like in the Philippines. And I'm like, I want to fucking go there. Like, look how beautiful. And all our little Filipino coworkers were like, that is one of the nicest spots in the Philippines. You have to go there. So now I'm like, okay. So that's where we're going. It took me a long time. Like that was 2012, 2013. I'm like, I'm gonna go to the Philippines. And it's 2026. And now we're going. But that's because we keep going to Thailand. But yeah, so we're doing
Yeah.
both. So I was just saying that's what I'm manifesting because it hasn't happened yet, but it's happening.
You booked it, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah. Last night we booked the flights. I already booked the place in Thailand for 2 weeks. And then we'll fly over from Thailand to the Philippines.
Guess it would be considered manifested once you arrive.
Right? Yeah. So that was like the one thing I was working on. But we love Thailand so much. But for some reason I put limitations on my brain. Like because I'm in Thailand, I gotta stay in Thailand. But why? Why am I not flying from Thailand to the Philippines? Like how stupid, how silly were we? But we both thought
Mhm.
that way. We're like, oh, we're in Thailand, we're not gonna leave. Yeah. Now we need the best of both worlds. We had to go to our happy place and then go experience a new place.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah. So that's if you and Trav want to join.
I
That's all my
do.
jam, you guys. I live to travel. Like honestly, that is my number one thing that just like fills my cup, makes me happy. It's just all of it. I just love everything about traveling.
How many hour of a flight is it? Nope.
Well, I'm going to Thailand, so it's different. But coming home, I'm flying home from Manila, and it's only 16-hour flight. So that's pretty good. Yeah.
Hey, you need to quit there, Bossy Sue.
Okay. So what are you trying to manifest?
Okay, honestly, so my goals are pretty simplistic right now.
Yeah.
Um, hey, quit, Bossy. No.
Who's growling at who? Oh.
Bossy.
Oh.
Zendaya.
Yeah.
She's become my little shadow. Okay, so I am trying to manifest everything I need right now for Brooklyn's wedding.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's simple things. It's like, I needed a caterer and I need a caterer that's going to cook a good meal. And so we had a caterer And I honestly was kind of like, I would not say on the fence, but I didn't think like I had a great caterer. And then I went to her best friend's wedding last weekend, and the food was absolutely delicious. So I was like, okay, yes, now I got the right. I feel like, you guys put the right people in front of me. So thank you.
Yeah.
Because I used my guys to help us find a caterer. And then when I booked it, I was kind of like, I still just thought in my head that maybe it wasn't the best option. But I went with what they told me, and then um, we tasted it. And so it was great.
Oh, good.
And so now I'm like, it's those little things, like where I'm like, okay, I really, really need help getting this shower put together this weekend that's coming up. And so now I'm just like, just out of the blue, my sister-in-law calls me, and I'm not a good planner or organizer. She is. And she's just like, okay, let's get over this menu now. You're driving me nuts. And so it was just like, she forced me
Yeah.
to sit down and hammer out the whole menu, plan a day to get groceries for it. She's coming up. She's like, I'm doing this, and this is
Nice.
what you need. And I'm like, okay, thank you. Because in my mind, I'm like, okay, how do I fit it all in? Right. We're recording, we got to do reels. We're still writing on our workbooks, and, trying to plan the shower. And I'm like, okay, I just need help. And
Yeah.
then, she just kind of come in like, you know, hit me over the head and said, let's go. This is what we're doing.
That's perfect. That's awesome.
So yeah, I'm manifesting lots of little things like that. A seamstress, a dress. Like, I always say to the guides. Um, so this is so funny because good Lord, they're probably just shaking their heads at me. So I was like, I've been on the struggle bus for a dress. Like what Brooklyn would like me to wear and what I honestly feel comfortable wearing are totally different. So trying to
Yeah.
find that balance. She wants me glammed out. I think the last time I wore a frickin' dress was probably my own wedding, if I'm being 100% honest. And she thinks that I should be like at her caliber. And I'm just like, good Lord, no. So she's looking at all these fancy dresses online, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
no. So I found like a dress, and then she's like, "Okay, well, it's nice." She says, "I like it. It fits you perfect, but it doesn't give you the razzle dazzle." So I'm like, "Okay." So then I ordered 2 off Shein, and we just killed ourselves laughing over that. Like, because it looked like nice, and then we were laughing and laughing. And so I went to the mall the other day, and I said to my guys, I was like, "Oh, please, for the love of God, I just need help. Please help me." And yeah, I found the perfect dress. Nobody was with me. So, but it was
Nice.
nice. Yeah, pretty excited about that. So it's just those little things that I'm just constantly manifesting, like nothing
Yes.
major, nothing big, but it's
No
that
life
day to day
changes.
stuff that I need right now to survive until August.
Till after the wedding.
Yes. I'm in freaking survival mode. They know it. And I'm just like, I need help to survive. That's all I need. It's just,
So much
I'm like
stress and pressure having a wedding.
yeah, I feel like I'm just balancing on the edge. And it's
Yeah,
like,
like
okay, don't let me fall off. Don't let me fall off. That's just what I tell them. Don't let me fall off.
I'm so thankful we just went to Mexico. Yeah.
Yeah. You went to
Yeah.
Mexico? Or you went to Mexico?
I got married in Mexico.
Oh, wedding. Yes.
You were there.
I'm like, did you just go and I missed it?
Well, yeah, it was so easy. I had to make two decisions. Boom, done. It was
Oh,
awesome.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
It
sometimes
was
I'm my
great.
own worst enemy too because, I am
You're a
crazy.
perfectionist.
Yeah, and she wanted, like, after her I love, like, that her best friend got married before her because the both of them have huge dreams.
Pinterest
And
dreams.
so oh, Pinterest dreams, that's exactly it.
Yeah.
So, but she's done all the work for Cass's, and, then she comes home and goes, "Oh, I'm gonna take that off the list. I'm taking that off the list." Like, that's too
Thank
much work.
God. Hey. Anyways, it's good that you're manifesting all those little the help and the resources and the right people, places, things. Yeah,
Yes.
that's awesome. When
Nothing big on
you're
my radar.
yeah, no big life change things yet. I mean, of course, we're always manifesting things for our business and Emery and stuff, so it's different. But like, I forgot to say, like when you disappeared there for a second, I'm like, oh yeah, the biggest manifestation I had when I was the reason why I want to share about like booking our trip was that we have this favorite it's a penthouse in Koh Samui, and it's on the top floor, it's in the corner, it has like the most beautiful view of the bay. And I'm like, oh, like I want that room specifically, but like prices went up. And like when we go to Asia, like Darren's so funny because you can only spend about this much a day because he loves that his money goes so far there. So like I wanted to go back to the penthouse because we treated ourselves one time going there for fun. And then yeah, because I booked so many things on Agoda with Greece, I popped it up and it's like 50% off right now. And that was at my favorite place. So like that was
So
a
that's
cool
a
manifestation.
manifestation. Yeah.
Yes, because it's like, oh my god, 50% off from my favorite place. I mean, I had to pay a little bit to upgrade to that specific exact same room that we had before, but like nothing major. So that was pretty cool. So yeah, I'm
And which
excited about
app did
that.
you use?
I use Agoda. Agoda is the Southeast, like an Asian booking app, but now it's like all over the world. Like I use Agoda to book hotels here and things.
Oh, I've never heard of it.
Yeah. So, anyways, that was I forgot to share. That was the whole intent of me sharing because I've been thinking about I want to go back to the code. I want to go back to there. I want to go back, and also it's like, oh, here you go.
Yeah,
I was just
50% off.
well, no, I was just sitting and I got an inkling. And I'm like, oh, I just gotta check Agoda right now. I'm like, where do I want to go this winter? I'm just and all of a sudden like boom. I'm like, oh, and then all of a sudden boom, there's that hotel I love. I'm like, oh, okay. Thank you.
You gotta trust those urges when they come.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I wasn't really thinking about traveling. It was just like boom, boom, boom. I mean, I guess I'm genuinely always thinking about traveling. Who am I kidding? But yeah, so that's what I wanted to share. And the other last topic, we want to talk about full moon versus new moon and energy rituals.
Because we're
And the
recording on this full moon.
yes, the strawberry moon it's called. So yes.
So
What
will
is
you do a
mhm.
full moon ritual tonight?
Well, like I'm kind of torn in the sense because like I want to like do a manifesting one. I don't want to like release things, but I guess I want to do both. So basically, Crystal, I would say like full moon is like a nice time to release things, like
Yeah.
beliefs, patterns, things that are holding you back. And a new moon is like the nice time to manifest things, to bring it
Mhm.
in. So tonight, I feel like I want to do both. I want to release and then sneakily create.
Then you're like, I want to release this to make room for this.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
So kind of feel like that's what I'm going to do tonight. But I have to take the dogs to the city to the vet, so I feel like I'll get home and I'll forget. So I have to set myself a reminder. But why do you I guess we can explain to people why do you think full moon is the time for release and new moon is the time to bring in, like to manifest?
Well, I think that, sorry, if you think about it, new moon
Mhm.
is the time for new, is the time for creation. And so that is, to me, energetically, the time you would create. The energy is just higher, it's vibrational, and it's very like go, go, go. Where if
Mhm.
you have the full moon, if you just think like you're full, you're
Yeah,
really full. So it's just time to release some stuff, the stuff that's been building, the stuff that doesn't need to be there anymore. It's like a purge. And I do find me energetically speaking, like I do get energized on a full moon, but
yeah,
I do find them very calming. And to me,
I
that's just
agree.
that calming state where it's just like that reminder that, there's something else out there. You see how big and beautiful and powerful it is. And it just gives you that where you just want to
I agree.
breathe out and just relax and just let go. So I think when you're naturally in that state, you're not in that, woo, let's go, to manifest. But like you said, you can do your sneaky backdoor stuff where you're like, I'm going to let go of this
Yeah, and
to make
then
room for this. But then on the new moon, say, like, do your thing then that says, I'm bringing this in.
mhm,
So you're almost like,
double
letting the
dipping.
universe know, yes, two times, two
Yeah.
times.
Yeah. So I feel like I'm gonna do that today. It's so funny that you say like you feel so calm and grounded on a full moon because I do too. But when I worked in the hospital, everyone dreaded the full moon because
Well, because
shit
you're not
went south
connected. Yeah.
all the time. More people, more patients, more crazy things. Just like everyone's like, "What is happening? Oh, it's fucking full moon." Yeah, so it's such a different vibe now that I'm not there. I love the full moon. I love it. I'm like I do have lots of energy, but
I
I'm like
do.
calm and grounded and like sometimes I actually like wake up in the middle of the night, so I'm like, oh, because it's so much energy for me, but like not in a bad way. Yeah.
So if you can't do the like, you can feel the energy the night before, the day of, or the night of, and then the next night, and then the energy starts to wane. So,
Yeah.
if you don't always have to be exact on the full moon or the new moon if you're gonna do your stuff.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's when it's the most powerful, but you can still ride the coattails of the day before and the day after.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you gonna do something tonight?
Yes, I'm gonna sage. Um, so it's so funny because that's so funny. I didn't really realize it was the full moon today because I've been so focused on wedding and stuff.
Yeah.
But I called Brooklyn yesterday and I said, I think you need to come home a day early, like, because we're getting ready for the shower. And I said, I'm purging. Like, I'm purging the house. I'm in a frickin' chuck it mood. If it is in my way and I can't find a spot for it, I am chucking. So everybody in my house was kind of like panicking yesterday and scrambling, calling me. You're not chucking out anything of mine, are you? I'm like, if it's in my way, it's gone. Like, get here, get rid of your shit, take care of it, because I'm in a mood. But it makes sense. It's the full moon.
Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome. And like, what is your most like what's the most simple, elegant way you could share with somebody that they could do tonight?
The most
Or
simple thing.
you're on another full moon because obviously we're not going to be posting this, oops, in time, but for another full moon.
So I think one of the simplest things that you can do if you just sit under the energy of the moon and just
Mhm.
simply try to feel it and take it in.
Mhm.
And I think you can just talk to the moon. I mean, it's an energy, it's an exchange. The universe will hear you, your guides will hear you. But it's sometimes easier if you've never done it before to focus on something. So you talk to the moon and just say, these are the things that I would like to release in my life. These are the things I would like to change in my life. And just having that simple dialogue. Now, if you cannot stay up, like where we live, it's not going to be dark till what, like midnight, 11?
Yeah, it's late right now. This is June. So
Mm.
yeah.
It's why I struggle honestly with the summer moons because I
Mhm.
can't stay up that late anymore.
Yeah, but the
And I
energy's still there.
connect more to the fall moons because they it's darker
Yeah.
sooner. But you can also light a candle and have the same effect either at your window, and the same thing, talk to it, look into the flame, talk to it, say how you feel, and release what you want to release.
Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. Even writing it out if you need to, if you can't verbal. Like if you're better at
Yep.
writing. Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
even have to talk out loud. It just has to be in your head.
And also just like have fun with it. Just have fun with it. Don't think too much about it. And yeah, play with the new moon, play with the full moon. Let us know in the comments what you've experienced or what it felt like to connect to the energy of it. And honestly, that was it for the podcast. Those are the four topics we were going to talk this week about. So again, you guys, please uh, share this if someone needs to hear this. Please like and subscribe. Creating our beautiful community together is amazing.
Try
So
hit the freebie. Hit the
yeah,
freebie, guys.
don't forget about the
It's
freebie.
awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
This
You
is one of those
can,
little segments like it is about blocks and discovering your blocks and then
enter
removing
it.
your blocks.
Yes. So definitely check that out. And honestly, guys, thank you so much for your time for listening to us and being here, whether you're watching or listening on the audio only. We just appreciate you being here. Yeah.
Take care, everybody.
Bye. See you in the next episode.